Yo, how's it going, guys? ZFB124 here once again for another live reaction. This time for One Piece chapter 1086. It is late. I apologize. I was watching the NBA Finals. I couldn't miss that game. It's very entertaining for me, so I had to watch and finish that before I jumped on here. I apologize, guys, but hope everyone's having a good one, man. Let me just do one thing real quick. Hold on a minute. Pull up a chat. That'd probably be a good idea. All right. We should be live on both YouTube and on Twitch. Just caught up binging the past 15 chapters. Oh my god, you just caught up with these 15 chapters. These last 15 chapters have been beautiful, magnifica, baby. Beautiful stuff. I'm jealous. Yo, what's going on? I do want to say, though, if you guys don't know, I see someone mention it in the chat, but if you guys don't know, Oda is taking a 1 month break. From what I saw, he's having basically LASIK surgery because he's having an issue with his eye. Thankfully, I mean, obviously surgery. It's always something to be concerned about. But when I heard he was getting surgery, your boy was a little scared, you know what I'm saying? I was definitely nervous, man, when it comes to these mangaka. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. You never know the pain, the stress, the mental toll, the physical toll that it takes to put out these chapters weekly. Or even monthly. I mean, look what happened to Miura, man. It's a tragic thing. So, you got to really appreciate what you have in front of you, because you never know. You never know. Next chapter could be the last that you ever get. It could happen like this. Life is pain. Life sucks sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where I'm happy Oda's getting a break. A month, it might seem like a lot of time, but we're gonna get some stuff done in that month. There's a lot of content to do. I've had a few ideas flowing in my head for a break week, and now I got a chance to do them all. So that should be a lot of fun. So even though we're on break, I'm not gonna be gone for a month. You'll be seeing me streaming or uploading some videos even over the course of this month. So fear not, I will be still active for sure. I just want to get that announcement out of the way because I was aware that Oda is going on break, and I think ultimately it's a good thing for a number of reasons. I mean, number one, he could use the break. He deserves the break. Look at the absolute just scorching hot streak we're on right now with One Piece. It's unbelievable. It's legitimately one of his best runs. I wouldn't be mad if you said it was his best run in One Piece ever. It's truly that good. Maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment, but it's been freaking phenomenal. So going on break this week, or not this week, but following this week, it's fine. It's fine. Let's hope that this chapter is a banger. We can end right before the month break with a banger. So, what's going on, everybody? If you're just joining us, be sure to like the video, support the stream. I really appreciate that. I don't know what's going on with Twitch. There's a lot of shenanigans with Twitch too. If that wasn't enough news, the shenanigans and stuff going on with Twitch. I don't think like the news based on what I saw, it's gonna affect me. I'm pretty small time in comparison to the larger streamers. Like whatever revenue I get on Twitch is just whatever. Like I'm not like looking for donations or Twitch subs. It's not something I'm necessarily fiending for or anything like that. So I just like being available on multiple platforms in case something happens to one or something happens to the other. Because if something happens to Twitch, like we're seeing right now, and it goes away, I have YouTube to fall back on, and vice versa. So, yeah, it might be his best run. It's really incredible. It's really incredible, man. Sucks for sure. I'm going to start the chapter up in a moment here, just giving a couple moments here for people to, jump into the stream, catch themselves up to what we're doing, get themselves prepared, pulled up the chapter, get your snacks, get your drinks, because it's going to be a fun one, man. It's going to be a fun one. Let's pull up the chapter. Okay. Funny enough, this month break is ironically next month Year 5th anime with Luffy. Yeah, man, that's actually pretty hilarious now that you think about it. It's actually a well-timed break in that case. The anime's been on fire recently. There are parts of Wano that I don't necessarily really love from an animation standpoint. There are critiques that I've had. I still have them. I think it's a little like they're going with an artistic expression to showcase like Conqueror's hockey, using different colors. So Kaido's got the traditional black lightning for his Conqueror's hockey coating. Luffy's got like this gold thing going on, like he's like turning Super Saiyan out here. Zoro's got the green, right? And that's how they're showcasing Conqueror's hockey. But I don't necessarily like that decision. I know they're trying to differentiate, but at the same time, it's just confusing, especially to anime onlys. Like, how are you supposed to be able to determine what they're doing? Like, why does he have a green aura around? It's not explained or anything. So, not my favorite. But other than that, I think the anime is great. And if they did what they did with Zoro, which was, the episode was, oh my god, dude, that episode was amazing. If they did that with Zoro, Luffy's episode with Kaido and Gear 5th is going to be on a whole nother level. I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. How are you guys doing? I know this is pretty late. I appreciate you guys stopping by on midnight on East Coast time here where I'm at in Florida. I appreciate that, Soxy. Listen to Soxy, man. Like the video. I appreciate that, man. I like that energy. I appreciate that in my comment section. I do. You
smart.
Oh, you smart.
You loyal.
You loyal.
You grateful.
And you grateful?
I appreciate that.
I appreciate that, man. All right. And shout out, ironically, to DJ Khaled, because his team just lost the Heat. I have the Nuggets in 5, and my decision has not changed. So, there you go. I've not seen Spider-Verse yet. I haven't had time. I've been busy, man. Very busy. I just have not had time to go to the theaters. I'm getting there. Eventually I'll get there. What's up, Didi? How we doing, man? All right. So I think I've stalled enough. What do you guys say? Ready to get into this live reaction? All right, let's do it. All right. One Piece, chapter 1086. Seems like yesterday we were on 1000, man. Holy shit. Yeah, let's fucking do it, man. Let me close out a few tabs, make things run a little smoother. All right. Here we go. We got, ooh. We got Garp, Luffy, and Kobe on the cover of Weekly Shonen Jump. Why? I mean, I guess I know why. And I still want to know as much as I'm loving what's going on right now, I gotta know what's going on with Aokiji and Garp, man. You can't leave me hanging on that, bro. Those are two of my favorite characters in the story, especially Aokiji. I want to know what's going down. I want to know what's going on. Are they fighting for real? Is this just a friendly scrap? You will whippersnapper, I'm gonna beat some sense into you kind of thing, or is it like, bro, you have turned from you've turned to the dark side, Anakin. I will now smite you down. I don't think that was a line in the movie, but I haven't seen Revenge of the Sith in a very long time. I think the line goes, "You are my brother, Anakin. I loved you." Is it one of those scenarios? I want to know. Hopefully this chapter has it. I'll be honest. And we get a color page. Oh, another one. I feel like we just got a color page recently. Oh, look at my girl Robin. Oh, my God. Look at my girl Robin. Look at my girl. Looking absolutely fabulous, as always. Who's this random cat that's here next to Chopper, man? Who's this random cat, man? Frankie, what's up with that hair, bro? This man's got an umbrella for his hair. It's just not gonna soak into the hair. That's not. That's not gonna work like that, man. It's just gonna soak into the hair. It's not gonna. That's not. You can't. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on with Frankie, man. Post time skip design for Frankie is still for me an L. I can't get used to it. I'm sorry, guys. I feel bad for saying this. I can't get used to the new Frankie time skip. I mean, it's not new. We've been in the time skip for so many years now. But I still can't get over the changes. It just doesn't sit right with me still, even after all this time. But anyway, I'm not going to be negative. We're going to be positive because we got the chapter to look forward to. So let's do it. Cover request by Crazy Downey. Chopper and a kitty crossing the reflection of a rainbow they see in a puddle. There you go. And so, here we go. Chapter start. And so the curtains drew closed on the reverie, before the news of King Cobra's murder came to light. The fallout from reverie? Question mark. This is Princess Vivi of Alabasta. Hasn't anyone seen her? Where's the king? Has his condition worsened? Nah, bro. He dead. He is dead. All the while, a number of stowaways held their breath as they attempted to escape on various royal vessels. Hey, whose ship is this? The Aegis Kingdoms. What the fuck is an Aegis Kingdom? We're on the Aegis' ship, Morgan's. Gotcha. We'll fly our headquarters over and pretend to look for a scoop. Use that chance to hop aboard and don't get yourselves caught before then. Yo, shout out Big News Morgan, man. He extracting like potential, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's extracting these dangerous potential criminals, man. All for the sake of a scoop. You know, he may be a bit of a fraud sometimes when it comes to his journalistic integrity, but god damn it, do I not love Big News Morgan, bro. This man is a real one. You know, absolute god, absolute Chad amongst men. I owe you one. You got that right. A king somehow became the subject of a manhunt. This is big news. I know he's not doing it out of the goodness of his heart, out of like an altruistic reason, but I still can't not appreciate Big News doing all this for us, man. I can't wait to hear all about it. What exactly did you see in there, Wapple? Like I tell you, leave me alone and go back to your own ship. I can't. CP0 is no joke. Now that they're after me, it won't matter how much everyone tries to help. Those agents won't rest till I'm back in their custody. And you know your guards are frauds. I mean, let's be honest. Who the fuck, like are they, you know, Pell gonna save you? Like, Pell's gonna protect you? Like, why'd you even bring Pell? There's no point. Like, anybody with half a decent amount of hockey can smack Pell around like he's an absolute nothing, bro. He's a bum. Even like Chop Ha Pa dude is gonna smack the hell out of Pell. And that's embarrassing to say because Chop Ha Pa guy somehow made it into CP0, and that man's an absolute fraud. But you know, it is what it is. Now let me borrow your transponder stand. I need to talk to my father as soon as possible. He's a total worrywart. Anything but that. Get lost already. What's wrong with you, bro? He didn't even tell her. Dude. Yeah, CP0, they're looking. Yo, fuck you, Stelly. Why are you in my face right now? Why are you in my face, bro? I'm hungry. Tajin Kingdom's ship. Tajin Kingdom? What the fuck is that? I do think, though, that's a very adorable Bonnie. Very kawaii. Oh, and Sabo. Oh, damn, Sabo's fucked up. Huff, if I can just make it to Lelucia, I know I can figure something out. Bro, yo! Sabo is leaking, man. He is bleeding everywhere, dude. He's like, I gotta make it to Lelucia. Bro, he's hanging on for dear life. That is wild, man. Bro, you know how funny the perspective is on Sabo now that I'm seeing this compared to what we thought he did during the reverie? Like, everyone's perspective on what everyone thought Sabo did during the reverie was like, oh yeah, man, he went in there, he fucking took on the admirals with these commanders who clearly aren't on admiral level, you know, fought head to head with them, bro. He went in there, you know, fucking Mission Impossible style. Didi said, yeah, a few good men, the King of Lightning quote. Yeah, he went in there, you know, he just fucking did the mission, man. You know, it didn't matter. He just took, you know, took it to the Gorosei, took it to, and the reality. The reality is, yeah, the mission technically was successful, but he didn't fight the admirals in the way that he didn't beat the admirals. The admirals fought each other. And he got nearly killed from one attack. That is wild. Gorosei might be Admiral level. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm counting on you, Sabo. You must live on. Bro is like, and he's like crying and stuff. He's in pain, bro. That's crazy, dude. I mean, I know it's Emu, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I know people are probably typing right now. Zoro, how dare you talk about Sabo like that? He is Luffy's brother, and he would never be beaten by, you know, I can see that. I know the comments are comment, but let me just explain, okay? I know it's Emu, right, that hurt him. I get it. But that being said, yes, Hashmalak, you are on time. That being said, bro got. I'm just like, Luffy wouldn't have let that happen to him like that. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, he ain't getting one shot like that. I'm just saying. Anyway, it didn't take long for the two key stories to spread across the globe. The murder of King Cobra of Alabasta and the disappearance of his daughter, Princess Vivi. The Holy Land of Marijo. The man they call Sabo. He seems to have a checkered fate. How else can you account for him constantly being surrounded by those who bear the letter D? They keep saying that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Have they not said, like, in the past, checkered fate when talking about the will of D? Or people that bear the name D? I feel like they've said that before. Like, oh, he's got a checkered fate. Checkered, what is that? What was it? Like, there's got to be a reason why they're saying this, bro. They're clearly chess players and they don't like checkers. But they've said it before. I know that for a fact. I could go on Rumble, I can go on Kick, but I don't feel the need to at this point. It's not personally affecting me. I don't have advertisements, and I'm not a massive streamer with thousands of followers and, hundreds of subs or even thousands of subs. It's not me. So I don't, that new policy is mainly affecting them. But, yeah, they've been, I'm just saying, like, why did they phrase it like that? Ring, 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 clank. Yes, great emu. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. I was hoping we would be able to see see to the Egghead issue now, but it seems that dealing with this complication will have to take priority. Yes, great emu. After the ring, ring, ring. Pangea Castle, Flower Room. The time has come to put Vegapunk's invention to the test. Use the mother flame. So it's a Vegapunk invention? Excuse me? What? What? Okay. Vegapunk, Oda must have saw, you know what it is? I know what it is. Oda saw an early screening of Oppenheimer, and he got inspiration from that, and he's like, Vegapunk, he's good, I'm sure he's a great guy, but science brilliance can lead to mass destruction. He clearly was inspired by Oppenheimer, clearly. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't, Albert Einstein help on the Manhattan Project? I'm not a history buff. I'm not an idiot, so I know, important details about history. But I'm pretty sure Albert Einstein, helped with, in some respects, to the Manhattan Project in some way. Smart people, let me know if I'm right on that. And obviously he is, based off of Albert Einstein. So, the fact that he is responsible for creating a weapon of mass destruction, it makes sense. Oh, he did. Okay, I don't sound like an idiot. Yay! It happens every time. Every now and again. I have good moments. If it is true, we haven't had the chance to try it out before now. So there's no way to ascertain its effectiveness yet. Depending on how... This is the first time they've ever used it. Okay. Depending on how well this experiment goes, Egghead may reconsider its response. I think a forest area would be a more suitable testing ground than a sea-based target. Lelucia Kingdom. Quite a lot of people live there. That is of note. Wow, Emu, bro. Emu don't give a fuck. There's a lot of people that live there. That is of no consequence. Oh, I forgot that I was giving Emu a British accent. Oh, it's too late now. Understood. The world moves at the will of the creator. What is the reason for Lelucia's selection? It's close proximity? So he didn't even fucking do it for Sabo. We all thought that he did it to get to Sabo, but it wasn't even that. He did it just because it was close in proximity. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy, man. That is wild. I will make the necessary preparations. I humbly request your patience in the meantime. 5 Elder Planets. Defense, Science, War. What? Well, hold on. We're getting titles, baby. We're getting titles and names. Let's go. 5 Elder Planets. Defense, Science, Warrior God. What a fucking title. Defense, Science, Warrior God. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. And that's this man. He's literally like a motherfucking like defense secretary. And he's coming to Egghead to throw hands, bro. I'm so excited. I am so fucking excited, bro. This man is Henry Kissinger, the fucking war criminal in One Piece, bro. But in One Piece, yo. I'm not gonna get political. Lelucia's citizens have shown sparks of rebellion recently. 5 Elder Planets, Environmental Warrior God, Saint Marcus. Wait, so they're all warrior gods? Okay, sure, why not? See, can you believe people really said the Gorosei couldn't fight? Can you believe people actually said that? They said it, and they in their minds they believed it. I don't know how they could rationalize that these guys were not fighters. And this is not just some shit I'm saying in hindsight. I've been saying this. They have fucking scars. You think that you get scars from fucking, like, you're sitting in a chair all day doing nothing, bro? Look at this man, Saint Garcia, bro. He got that big-ass scar on his face. You think he got that? This other dude, and you know, this fucking last guy's got a scar on his neck. Like, bro, like, they're not just anybody, bro. They're not just anybody. Lelucia's citizens have shown sparks of rebellion recently. 5 Elder Planets, Environmental Warrior God. What does that even mean? You're fucking, like, you're like the president of EPA of One Piece. Like, what does the Environmental Protection Agency do in One Piece? Like, what do you even do? Saint Marcus Mars. And then we got this motherfucker right here. We may be able to make an example out of them. 5 Elder Planets, Justice Warrior God, Saint Topman Valkyrie. Valkyrie. You guys got to tell me in the comments. I know Saturn and Mars. I'm pretty sure those are Roman gods. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what Topman Valkyrie is. I know what Valkyries are in Norse mythology. Mercury? It says Topman Valkyrie. Is that a wrong translation? Is that a wrong translation? It's a play on Mercury. Okay. I don't quite see it, but okay. Valkyrie Mercury, I can see it. Then my boy Gandhi, let's go. What do you got? What do you got, Gandhi? If we could one day use this power freely. 5 Elder Planets, finance. Yo. This man is the finance warrior god. What the fuck? Saint Ethan Baron V. Nusjuro. Nusjuro? Are you from Wano, sir? That's an interesting name. Nusjuro. Hey, think about that. Think about that. He's like JP Morgan. They should have gave him the name Gandhi. Honestly, Vnasu equals Venus. Yeah, that makes sense. That I can see. It's literally V.NUS, so it's Venus Juro. So yeah, and I see what Oda's doing here with the names. He's like, like the last one I'm seeing right here. Let me just read it off, and yeah, we can instantly snuff out any protracted conflict. This dude, 5 elder planets, agriculture, agriculture. Agriculture? What? Is it like, what is he, what? Is this man out here like fucking Thorfinn going and planting like crops and shit? Like, what is he doing? Anyway, I can see his name is Saint Shepherd Jupiter. So these are all based off of, planets, obviously. Yeah. It's pretty obvious here. Holy crap. Wow. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just still stuck on these names and these titles, bro. This man is the agriculture warrior god. That has got to be the lamest one. Peter! I can't do the lowest. His name is Jupiter. Dude, like, how do you have that scar and you're the agriculture guy? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Gandhi is finance, which I never would have guessed. Never would have guessed. I would have guessed Saint Topman was the finance guy. He looks like a finance guy. That mustache reeks of money. And he's the justice warrior god, bro. So he's probably pissed about more than anybody about Luffy, going to Enies Lobby and fucking that up. Because that was their hub of justice. All right, let's continue. I'm not going to get too caught up here. One more thing, of course. Retrieve Vivi as you wish. Why do you guys think Emu wants Vivi so badly? Is it just because Cobra fucked up? You're going to kill Vivi too? Or what's going on with that? Meanwhile, the kingdom of Tajin and the Aegis kingdom are both rebelling. Okay. Between the disbanding of the 7 warlords and the uprising in the government affiliated nations, the Navy has their hands full. Oh, look at that, my boy, little Dolphy, bro. Little Menace to society. Little motherfucking Doflamingo out here. Still with the glasses, of course. God forbid we see his fucking eyes, right? God forbid we see his damn eyes, bro. We all knew this was gonna happen. We all knew that fucking, look at this. We got Doflamingo, we got Moria, and we got Crocodile. Guys, Crocodile. Look at that. I guess this panel deconfirms a lot of people, not deconfirms, but dismisses or goes against the people out there that think Crocodile was a woman. Kid Croc looks emu. This to me looks like, maybe there's some female features under there. I don't want to guess, but it doesn't look like it from what I can see. Deploy the Seraphim. Crocodile was spotted on Empty Bluff Islands. Wait, Crocodile was spotted on Empty Bluffs Islands. Their military power had already gone in a new direction. Yo, look at the fucking Dophie out here with it. Look at like young Moria, young skinny like Moria out here. What is Moria good for if this motherfucker like what is he good for if he can't use his shadow ability though? Or maybe he can use shadow ability. I don't know. The Seraphim are weird. But anyway. We got Sabo saying, the second we docked at La Lucia, the people arrested King Seki and the Princess Komane. They were just waiting to ambush the royals. Since I was a stowaway, they welcomed me with open arms. That's when I saw the papers and found that they pinned King Cobra's murder on me. Unsurprisingly, please, Dragon, do something, please. We know you're a boss. Just show it to the people, bro. There are people doubting you, bro. Dragon, they're doubting you, dude. They're doubting your ability. Show them that they're wrong, man. Show them. I know you got it in you. I know you got that dog in you. Show it to them, though. Show it to them, bro. Sorry, I had to do that, man. I gotta get that off my chest, bro. This man, it's the final saga, and this man's sitting on the chair, not doing shit. Even fucking Gorsay are going and doing shit. Like, do something, Dragon, motherfucker. Come on. Anyway, when I saw how that, unsurprisingly, the people there consider me a hero. I wanted to tell them the truth, but when I saw how that lie fanned the flames of rebellion within them, the words died in my mouth. Betty and the others had already inspired a lot of them, and I ended up bringing many of those hopeful recruits back with me. Nice. I couldn't make direct contact without an encryption snail, so I rerouted my call through the island where we were setting sail. I knew the government would intercept the signal, but doing it like that was sure to fool them into thinking I was still on the Lucia. However, I was just within range, having already set out to sea with our new enlistees. So the annihilation of Lucia really did happen during that call. Yes, everyone on board was hysterical. A lot of them had family on the island. They saw their country obliterated right in front of their eyes. And Sabo thinks it's his fault, bro. Yeah, that's the thing. Sabo thinks he used a VPN. I'm dying. That's crazy. Bro, Sabo thinks that he was responsible. You can hear it in the way he's talking, bro. He really believes that he was the one who did this. Little does he know, unless Emu's some sort of like mad genius and not just some psychopath, it's like, just use it on the nearest island. Like, unless, Emu's some sort of mad genius, and he may very well be, or they may very well be. I don't know what gender Emu is yet, right? I think they refer to him as a he, but either way. Sabo thinks that he's responsible for this, but he was just like, nah, just whatever the closest one. I don't give a fuck. Why do it in some trees? They've been rebellious lately. Kill them off. Like, and Sabo thinks it's his fault. That's trash, dude. I'm sorry, Sabo. You have no regard for human life. All the celestial dragons pretty much don't. Except the what's his face? Oh God, what was the one that saved Shirahoshi? That's the only one that really cares about anybody, really. But everyone else is pretty much a piece of shit. So the annihilation of Lucia really did happen during Zet's call. I can't do the Eva voice. Yeah, everyone on board was hysterical. Already read that part. Despicable. How in the world did they do it? An enormous shadow seemed to engulf the sky above us, and the next moment, everything was gone. An enormous shadow. There's no way it was caused by by a living thing or some natural disaster. Something pitch black was flying. I was gonna say that's gotta be Uranus, right? That's gotta be Uranus. It's gotta be, right? Because that was my initial thought. Because sky, we got the three ancient weapons. We have the ancient weapon of sea level, which is Pluton. We have the ancient weapon of below sea level, which is obviously Shirahoshi, right? For Poseidon. And then we have Uranus, which is the god from above sea level, from the sky. But then again, we know that Vegapunk, it's Vegapunk's creation, so it can't be Uranus unless Vegapunk repaired it. Unless Vegapunk repaired it or fixed it or something. Maybe it was in disrepair and Vegapunk was able to finish the job or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of. Which is possible, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that yet. I gotta think about that one. Sabo, earlier you said that they used the name Emu. Right. This may be a little out there, but when the world we know today was created 800 years ago, one of the first 20 sovereigns was Saint Emu of House Nerona. Holy fuck, dude. What is going on? What is going on, dude? What? What? Bro. This man is an original founder. That's crazy. Saint Emu of House Norona. Now look at this. Since we know about granting eternal youth is said to exist. We've got the devil fruit. Wait. Are they talking about lost fruit? They talking about lost fruit? That's gotta be lost fruit, man. That's gotta be lost fruit. What else could it be? What else could it be, chat? That has to be lost fruit. The surgery, what was it called? It was called the immortality surgery. Yep, has to be. Because, look, Eva said it right here. Since we know an ability granting eternal youth is said to exist, that must mean someone has used it before, right? Which means there's a person out there that does not need to worry about death. Bro, that is crazy, dude. Well, the thing is, like, there are there's different kinds of immortality, right? There is immortality in the sense that you can't grow older and you can't age and die of natural causes, right? There's that's type of immortality, but there's also the possibility that they could die if they're stabbed to death, for example, right? Or there's the immortality where it's Dragon Ball immortality where you can't be killed. No matter if you're stabbed, if you get diseases, or whatever the case may be, you'll always live. Doesn't matter. So the question is this one of those scenarios where they're just immortal across the board, where they can't be killed in any respect? Or is it one of those immortality things where they just won't get older and they'll stay young forever unless they, die of physical violence or something along those lines? It depends. So you think the one I saw is, it could be a coincidence. Maybe they just share the same name, but could anyone else be but a founder command the 5 elder planets, the highest of the world nobles? The celestial dragons fancy themselves. I'm getting chills, dude. I'm getting fucking chills, man. The celestial dragons fancy themselves as descendants of the gods, after all. And yeah, Emu is a god. As if he's a founder, he's basically a god to them. One more thing. Assuming the object you saw above the clouds was a weapon made by the government, the only one capable of creating such a thing would be Vegapunk. Hold it, Iva. Vegapunk would never intentionally design a dedicated killing machine. I know. See, Dragon knows Vegapunk. We've seen that in the flashbacks recently. So what if it was an ancient... Yo, that's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Assuming Emu has been living since ancient times, there is a connection. Robin told us that the ancient weapons do in fact exist. But if this person had such a weapon, why wait till now to use it? Bro, Vegapunk fixed it up. Vegapunk, or maybe one of the Vegapunks, maybe York, or like someone said in the chat, or Pudding Over Nami said in the chat, could have fixed it. Someone fixed it up. It was probably in disrepair. That's actually wild. It makes sense that the world government would have one of the ancient weapons. Right? That's kind of wild. There's a lot of shit going on right now. Ogoda, bro. He strikes again, present day. The Holy Land of Merijo. A celestial dragon has just been sentenced to death. What is going on? Our food supply is gone, eh? We have no bread. However, this information will never be reported to the outside world. All we have is cake, eh? The judge was the former king of the land known as God. What the fuck? What is happening, dude? Oh my god. What is happening? The judge was the former king of the land known as God Valley. There was a bit of an incident that made him, I suppose, a judge as opposed to a king. He currently serves as a supreme commander of God's knights. So what is that? What does that even mean, dude? Wait, so he's the president? Is the president, right? Because the president is known as the commander-in-chief, and the commander-in-chief appoints like the head of agriculture, the head of finance, the head of, law. Well, he doesn't appoint the head of law. That's the obviously the Supreme Court justices or how, I don't know if I can get into all that. Maybe this is a Japan thing, not an American thing, but I'm using my American only knowledge here to the best of my ability to make sense of all of this. Environmental protection, he's basically the head, like that actually makes a lot of sense. Like defense secretary and, environmental protection agency, like head chief, law, finance, agriculture. These are all things that are appointed by, I believe, the president, or maybe I forget exactly how these motherfuckers get appointed. All right. I'm not a political science major. Okay. Don't get on my ass for this. But my point is that all of these positions are below the commander-in-chief, which is the president, essentially. And this man is the supreme commander, and I don't think that title is lost on me, of the God Knights. His name is Saint Figurland Garling. What a name. And he's got a sick-ass blade. Is that one of the fucking supreme-grade blades? Is he another swordsman that Mihawk is stronger than, dude? This guy's a problem. Look at this man. He's got a fucking moon-shaped... I didn't even notice the moon-shaped fucking hairdo that he's got, bro. Tell me these guys are not from space. Just lie to me now. Come on, chat. Lie to me now and tell me these people are not from space. They all have fucking names of goddamn moons and planets, and this man has a moon for facial hair. And you're telling me they're not from space? They all wear spacesuits. Come on, bro. Shanks' father? You guys are tripping. Ain't no fucking way. Why are we saying Shanks' father? Am I missing something? He currently serves as Supreme Commander of the God's Knights. His name is Saint Figurland Garling. The man sentenced... I was just hyping this dude up, too. I was like, there's one celestial dragon who's not bad, and this man... and this man's getting fucking assassinated, dude. Or not assassinated, he's getting killed. That's crazy, man. The man he sends to execution, none other than the one who chose to defend the fishmen. Saint Don Quixote Mjosgard. Anyone who protects scum is lower than the scum they protect. Alright, Kakashi, relax. Anyone... This is a fucking... What's a Kakashi quote about scum? Oh my god, I forgot the exact Kakashi quote. But there's a fucking Kakashi quote about scum, dude. I watched Film Red. Did I miss that? Oh, okay. I legitimately missed, like, his last name. Or maybe I just forgot about it. That movie was pretty mid, I'm not gonna lie. That movie was not good. Like, I'll be honest, like, when I went to go see Film Red, or I didn't go to see it. I saw it online after the fact, right? I didn't get a chance to see it. In theaters, I didn't get a chance to see it. So, I went into it thinking I was gonna hate the music and that the action was gonna be good. I actually really, really liked the music. I thought the music was actually pretty great. I thought the music was actually pretty enjoyable. Not all the songs were 10 out of 10, but they were good songs. That was probably one of the better aspects of the movie. The pacing was all over the place. Oda just shoved in, not Oda, but whoever created the movie just shoved in a bunch of characters that did not need to be in there. It was all over the place. It was jumping, honestly, like halfway through the movie, I was like bored. I wasn't invested. I didn't care. There were stakes didn't matter to me. The character Uta, whatever. I really wasn't super invested in it. The ending with like was incredible. The ending saved it and made it an average movie, because before that it was worse than average movie. The ending, the epic ending with fucking Shanks coming in, Katakuri, bro. The future sight like link up with father and son, Usopp and Yasopp was mwah, beautiful stuff. But even that great ending cannot save a mediocre film. And that movie just was not great. So it was forgettable. So if I forgot a detail about that movie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I forgot that they named. What part of the movie did they say his last name? I don't even remember. I don't remember. So okay, so I didn't know Shanks' last name was Figureland. So now it makes sense, I suppose, why he is allowed to have meetings with the Gorosei, because his pops or his grandpops is the commander in chief. That's actually kind of wild. That's actually kind of wild. I didn't like it either. The ending was the best. Oh, the ending was the best part of the movie. That movie, that saved the movie from being like a bad movie. To me, that took it from being like mediocre to bad to being average. Okay, that saved it. Stampede is much better. Film Z is much better. Strong World is much better. Yeah, just wasn't the greatest movie. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm not here to review fucking Film Red. This chapter is that it? Is that the chapter? That's the chapter, and we get the update about Oda's month-long break. Which if you guys didn't hear me say this before, I plan to do content throughout the month. I'm not going to just disappear for a month and you won't hear from me. I have a couple of ideas via streams or via like uploaded videos where we're going to do some One Piece content, some fun stuff, and I'm going to try to do some collabs as well. Where do we really think Dragon is at the end of the story? Where he is strength wise, or where he is like story wise? Because that's an important distinction. What do you mean by that? Yo, Saggy Bones, thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. He's only been introduced fairly recently, but been enjoying Emu as probable final villain. I think it's fantastic. I think Emu is pretty awesome. I think that he has like some sort of literal devil fruit, like an ancient. Or not ancient, ancient zone type. Like he is the devil. That's the devil fruit that he has, and he's immortal. How do they deal with that? Because like, if he's immortal in the sense that he can't be like killed, how do you deal with him? Do you like imprison him underwater with his devil fruit so he can't like ever leave, and he's trapped underwater for the rest of his life on the bottom of the sea? Can you imagine like some fucking, that'd be terrifying. That'd be terrible. I mean, he probably deserves it, but like, you just fucking put him in a goddamn, you tie some fucking like ankle weights to his ankles or some fucking cement blocks, and you do the fucking, send him, make him sleep with the fishes, bro. Make him sleep with the fishes. Do something like that, bro. That's the only way you can take this man out if that's the case. But I don't know. I really don't know, man. Emu's great though. Emu's great. You think that man Garland was fighting in against the Rocks Pirates? Possibly. That's a good possibility. Maybe. I like, this man has been introduced now of all times. I don't know what to make of all this. I don't know what to make of all this, bro. I really don't. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this reaction, man, we're gonna get to some more comments. Like the video, support the channel. That helps with the algorithm. You get some comments down there. I really appreciate that. If Shanks' father is as strong as Shanks and he's under the Gorosei, I don't think he's under the Gorosei. I think he's above the Gorosei. Like I said before, his position is like commander-in-chief. Like, I'm looking at it from American perspective, based on the titles that each of the Gorosei are given, right? He is the supreme commander of the God Knights. That means basically he's the president. He is the president. He's sentencing another celestial dragon to death. Right? Him alone is doing that. And then you have all these other Gorosei that are like, defense god. He's the environmental god. That represents like the Department of Defense, the Department of Environmental Protections, the Supreme Court, the fucking, I forget what the title is called, but the head of finance. You got the agricultural chief. Like these are all like positions in government, and they're all underneath the supreme commander, which is the president of the United States. So I know this is probably like the Japanese manga. They're probably not using American like political structures to determine things. Maybe it's Japanese. I don't know. But my point is, it seems like that's how they're representing it. This dude's above the Gorosei too. It says over here, a man can even judge the celestial dragons. That's what I'm saying, bro. How is this guy getting that kind of clout? It's crazy, bro. Whitebeard did say he got scared. He got scared. Someone realted to Shanks, probably that dude in God Valley. What? Baby Shanks inside a treasure chest makes sense now. He is the commander of the God Knights, not above the Gorosei. The Gorosei are direct under Inu. But he's the leader of the God Knights. That's what I'm saying. And wait, am I missing something? The Gorosei are warrior gods, and he's the leader of the God Knights. Warrior god, God Knights. Is there really a difference? They're all goddamn motherfuckers, man. I'm reading the chat, DD. What are you talking about? The Gorosei aren't knights? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see a distinction between warrior knights and what was the phrase that they used for the Gorosei? Fucking god warriors. It's the same shit. Warrior god and god knights. I mean, I need a fucking like a structure breakdown of how this hierarchy is presented, man. Zoro fanboy, what do you think about this? Uranus needs some kind of fuel, energy, and Vegapunk experiments made possible to turn it up for the first time in centuries. The way that Eva, like I even thought that was the case with the ancient weapons with Uranus before Eva said what Eva said, right? I was like maybe Uranus, because I know Uranus is about the sky, and we already got the other two ancient weapons. It was only a matter of time before we got Uranus, right? And the way that Eva presented it made it almost positive that this is an ancient weapon. But the question or the mystery is, how is it relevant now? How is it the government using it for the first time now? It was probably in disrepair. It was probably kind of like the Noah is, where, it's been abandoned or lost its purpose for so long. Or maybe, like you said, it needed fuel or needed some sort of power source that the current technology didn't have available. And Vegapunk made it happen. So, like I said during the reaction, Vegapunk is based off of Albert Einstein. He had some involvement in the Manhattan Project, which led to the atomic bomb being created. And then, we know how horrible that is. So, or how like impactful that is, and how this could be applied in this respects, right? So, I don't know. A lot of ideas are flowing through my brain right now. This chapter dropped a lot of lore. I'm trying my best to piece it all together. I'm just throwing things off the top of my dome. If it sounds stupid, I apologize. I'm just throwing it out there and seeing what sticks right now. Let me get something to drink. Hold on. Oh, so wait. So that's interesting. So do you guys think that Shanks was on Roger's crew when he had the fight with Whitebeard? Or do you think that he took Shanks after the fight in God Valley for some reason? Maybe it was like a Sabo situation where Shanks wanted to leave his father. Twitch banned multi-streaming to other Twitch-like platforms. Well, I'm multi-streaming right now. We'll see what happens. If there's an issue, I'll be on YouTube. My Twitch people know where to find me on YouTube. ZFB124. If something happens to my Twitch, I'll be on YouTube. Even for my D&D streams, I don't care. If they ban me for fucking multi-streaming, I don't give a shit. Like, that's stupid. Yeah, fuck it. I doubt that they care. Like, I'm sure, like, they probably care more about people who stream to thousands of people rather than to someone like me. You know what I mean? Where I'm very kind of low key in comparison to those big time streamers. I don't think they're gonna come after me. Shanks was found in the treasure chest. Did you watch Film Red? I saw Film Red, but I forgot most of it because the movie sucked. Okay? The movie sucked. I'm sorry, that movie was mid. Motherfucking mid. I hate using that term, by the way. I don't like it. It's very, like, it's lazy. It's a lazy term that is easy to plug in and play for a lot of things, right? And it's an easy thing to just go to. But legitimately, if there is anything that is mid that is genuinely like a proper description of mid, One Piece Film Red was mid. And I think maybe I'm even being generous. I think the ending, maybe propaganda of the ending may have overridden my logic brain, because up until like the last part of that movie, I was not entertained at all. Which sucks, because you tell me that there's a movie with Katakuri and motherfucking like Oven and all these characters and laws there, and like, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, man, let's make it happen. And in practice, it was, some of the music was great. I actually enjoyed the music, and it's still like the plot and the story, it just all over the place. The characters, it just did not do well in my mind for me. You haven't liked any of the One Piece movies? You haven't liked not Film Red. You haven't liked, Film Gold, Stampede. You didn't like Film Z, bro. Film Z is, so good. It's so good. Oh, that song hits me in my soul, baby. Hits me in my soul. That shit is so good, bro. But I love Aokiji, so I'm biased. I'm a big Aokiji fan. Oh my god, dude. Oh, Film Z is so good, bro. What do you mean that was it for Film Z? The first part of the movie, what do you guys say? is fucking is Z fighting against Kizaru, man, and it's epic. This man's throwing hands with Kizaru. It's one of the first times we see Kizaru fight outside of Sabaody in the anime or the manga in the movie, and this man's fucking out here just throwing hands. It was great. And then the emotion at the end with like fucking like Doberman crying and shit. Let me give you my final lesson. Like, oh, that shit. And then Stampede, bro. You can't tell me Stampede wasn't fire. Like, the thing about Film Z is, from a story perspective, I really connected to the story. Like, Z as a character, like the little flashback, learning about his family being killed by a pirate that was made into a warlord. That's like a wow. Like a big wow. Really well done. And this connection to the Marines, giving the Marines a little bit more of an insight. Beautiful. Humanizing the Marines in a way. Very good. So from a story perspective, I love Z. From an action and hype perspective, there's no movie better than Stampede. This man fucking Bullet fighting all the supernovas head up, taking Kid and Luffy's like mega punches and just going blah blah the fuck out of here, spinning and fucking beating the shit out of everyone, speed blitzing out Pooh, speed blitzing fucking Bonnie and Drake, and like, oh my, like, oh. Clearly, Oda was listening to the fans when he made the rooftop, because the fans were saying, we want the supernova fight in Stampede, but we want that in Wano. We want the fucking supernova fight that we got in Stampede, but we want it in Wano. And Oda gave us a good amount of that. He didn't give us the full Monty, in my opinion, but he did a pretty good job with that rooftop, I'll say so. So I'm not too mad about it. But holy fuck, man, that was awesome, dude. Absolutely awesome. Seeing Boa Hancock throw hands, seeing Rob Lucci in action, and Sabo too. So great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm getting a little off topic, but I just had to hype up good quality movies when compared to shitty movies that I don't care about, like Film Red. Well, that's too harsh. It was literally a mid movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a good movie. It was middle of the pack. and forgettable. That's why I don't remember these details about him being found in a chest or his last name, because that movie means so little to me. And I like Shanks a lot. If the movie revolved around Shanks, I would have cared a lot more. It's false advertising that the fucking movie's about this girl, his daughter, right? And not about Shanks himself. It really, he barely was in the movie, so that's all I gotta say about that. Oh, and that shit with Usopp was fantastic in Stampede, bro. Usopp got more fucking character development and emotional connection in Stampede than he's gotten all post-time skip. Am I wrong for saying that? What the fuck has Usopp done post-time skip, bro? Can somebody tell me? I'm really waiting. Like, I'm not talking about little moments here and there. There's a couple moments in, little moment. What the fuck has Usopp done? Memorable, impactful, serious moments. Bro, that sugar scene is one of the worst movie. One of the worst. I'm telling you, one of the worst plot devices ever in One Piece. I hated that scene. I fucking hated that scene. Oh, I hate that scene so much. It's so bad. God Usopp was funny and great, but what led up to God Usopp in the first place, and the fact that Sugar passes out from a fucking... Oh my god, why'd you have to remind me about that scene? That's my least favorite moment in Dressrosa. I really dislike that scene. It's worse. That scene is legitimately worse. Worse to me than the Big Mom amnesia scene. Hashlamek, I agree. Like, the hockey thing after that was very good. Like him, like doing observation hockey, shooting, from all that ridiculous distance. But in hindsight, it's not as impressive, because what has he done since then with hockey? Nothing. Literally nothing. It's been how many years? How many chapters since we've seen Usopp unlock observation hockey, and he has not used it once or hinted to use it once ever again. Ever a fucking again. Usopp has been a massive disappointment post-time skip. Massive disappointment. And a lot of Strats have been that way. It's not just him. Chopper? Ugh. Oh, fucking Chopper, man. I don't like saying this. I don't enjoy talking shit about the Straw Hats. I don't enjoy doing it. But I gotta be honest with y'all. Chopper is a piece of shit post-time skip. What the fuck is Chopper done? Like, bro, this man Chopper didn't even make an attempt. Didn't even try. Didn't even put in a bit of effort to save the Smile Fruit users. Not even a little bit, bro. Not even a little bit. Not even a scene of like, I tried everything I could, but I couldn't come up with something. Eventually I'll figure something out and I'll come back for them. That's all you needed. That's all you fucking needed, was a scene where him's like, with a fucking vial in his hand, swirling it around. I can't figure it out right now, but I swear I'm going to get back to this. Not even that. Awful. And the SBS, Oda's like, he tried, but it was impossible to fix it. Like, no, Oda, don't do that. Don't do that. That's lazy. Like, the problem isn't that he wasn't unable to cure the disease. The problem was that he didn't even try. Oda's like, Ice Oni, Chopper had his moment. I don't got to do nothing else. I'm done with Chopper. And he washed his hands of it. And don't even get me started on how they butchered. How they butchered Monster Point. No! Don't even get me started on Monster Point. They butchered it. Dude. Why are you making Monster Point cute? That's my problem, Brez. He wasn't just fucking merchandise. The entire series. Ennis Lobby Chopper, Monster Point for the first time, throwing hands, even Saboti Chopper, putting his body and everything on the line when things were getting desperate, bro. Fucking going Monster Point. Even before that, fighting against one of the pacifistas, fucking, Clover Point, bro, he was putting in work. But no, They oh, they gave in to the evil dollar. That's all it is with Chopper now. He's nothing but a plushie, a walking, talking plushie. And I knew the moment that the time skip started and Chopper was like following around the fake Straw Hats and didn't have a fucking clue. I knew that that was a bad sign. I didn't want to believe it, man. I didn't want to believe it. But here we are. Here we fucking are. Years and years and arcs later, and Chopper is fucking pointless. You could have literally had, anybody, like you could have had Marco cure the fucking disease. It wouldn't have mattered. Chopper curing it, no big deal. It's not a big deal. Brook has had moments, like his whole cake performance was fantastic. Has he been consistent? Like even in a supporting role, like what he did in the support of Robin during Wano was good. Was good. What did Usopp do in Wano? Can you guys tell me what Usopp did in Wano? He was the snake oil salesman. Haha, funny gag, right guys? He's selling snake oil to people, ripping them off. Garbage. I'm telling you, like, in terms of post-time skip performance, we have to have a conversation. I didn't expect the stream to turn into this, but we're popping off now. I guess we got a month break. I'm fucking getting into it. I don't care. This stream might be 2 hours. I don't give a shit. All right, we're getting into this right now. Okay, I'm sorry. By the way, like the video even if I'm talking shit. Please do that for me. Anyway, I mean a lot of Straw Hats have been pretty useless to post time skip. Outside of this latest arc, Robin really hasn't done too much, and I love Robin. You guys know how much I love Robin. Nami's had some. I'd say Nami has done things. Whole cake. She helped Luffy fight against Cracker. She had a really good like character moment with Sanji. She's had some good moments. Although I don't like the whole Zeus like relationship and how that came to be. At least Oda was going somewhere with that, and the Lin stuff. Like Nami's been involved, right? So Nami gets a pass post time skip. Brook gets a pass post time skip. I think Brook has done enough, for sure. Zoro obviously, Sanji obviously, Luffy obviously. The rest, Usopp, Chopper, even Frankie, for being honest. I mean, how are we feeling about Frankie, man? That's one where I'm a little like, am I being too harsh with Frankie? I'm trying to remember moments with Frankie, bro. Him running over Big Mom, okay. What else? What else we got? Him fighting like that fight with him. I didn't. Whatever. At least he got his own fight. Right? He got his own fight, and he had the Senior Pink thing, I guess. But that was more about Senior Pink than it was about Frankie, to me. You know, it could have been Chopper and Frank and Senior Pink, and it would have been fine. I wouldn't have cared. I'm just saying. What has Frankie done? I'm trying to think. I'm legitimately trying to think. I'm trying to be fair here for Frankie, because I think Frankie, maybe you can make an argument. Please talk me into it, guys. Talk me into Frankie being okay. Please. Give me something. Give me something. I'm not, nothing's coming to mind. The Senior Pink thing was a Senior Pink. It wasn't about Frankie. Senior Pink's backstory carried that whole thing. They were just suplexing each other the whole fucking time. Jinbei's new to the crew, but Jinbei's fucking been balling out, dude. His fight with Who's Who is definitely the best out of, like, I'll be honest, like, outside of the Luffy fight versus Kaido, the rooftop, obviously, Big Mom against Kid-in-Law, Zoro versus King, Jinbei had the next best fight out of those fights. The next best fight. I had my moments, Last King. I had my moments. Like, the Sanji versus Queen fight sucked. From a fighting perspective. From a character progression perspective, it was very good for Sanji. In fact, I think it was excellent. But the fight itself was trash. Absolute garbage. Like, So I don't. I put like I think Jinbei and Who's Who was a better fight than Sanji versus Queen, personally. And if you reread the manga, and tell me I'm lying, what did Queen do during that fight? Dude literally did nothing. All he did was whip around his cybernetic limbs and swing at air, not hit anything, replicate other members of his own family who have shitty abilities that no one's impressed with anyway. No one's like, oh man, I can't wait to see Yonji versus Sanji again. No one gives a fuck about those stupid abilities. All he was doing was replicating that. There was the gag with him going invisible and still being a 10-ton fucking elephant man. Or, Bronchiosaurus guy. That shit sucked. I'm sorry, like, he did nothing. The only cool thing he did was shoot his neck out and coil around Sanji. That was the only thing. Literally the only thing during that fight that was at least unique or memorable. Everything was about Sanji's character and him dealing with his family trauma and all that shit. That was the whole point. Alright? And no one's giving me a Frankie shit. Nobody's giving me anything about Frankie. That's been like, so. Frankie's on my note list as well. So worst to best, Chopper's been the worst post time skip, the worst. Usopp is right next to him, if not right. He's right there. Then I guess we're gonna go Frankie. Then Robin. Robin's fight was fire. Actually, when I put Robin's fight above Jinbei's, I might. I love that fight so much for Robin. I might. I don't know. But I still put Frankie, then Robin, then Jinbei, and then and then everyone else has been balling. So it's, yeah. Are Frankie's achievements tied to the ship? Nah, he doesn't get that. He doesn't get that because Nami still has to navigate the ship, and so Nami really controls the ship, and Jinbei's helming the ship. If it wasn't for Jinbei helming the ship during Whole Cake, the ship would have been destroyed. So, no, he doesn't really. He gets maybe a little extra credit. But who? Oh, well, I forgot about Nami. I think Nami's been excellent. I put her in the Sanji, Zoro, and Jinbei tier. So, yeah, I think Nami's done actually a lot post time skip. Now I'm thinking about it, she's had a couple of good navigator moments. She had the Zeus thing. She helped Luffy during Whole Cake and played a prominent role during Whole Cake Island. As well as Zoe, she played a prominent role as well. Wano, she was pretty prominent and she beat Ulti, and I'm heavy quotation marks, because Ulti really got beat by Big Mom. Let's be honest. Let's shout out some hype for Ulti, man. Let's shout out. I mean, it really was Zeus that did all the work. We know it. It was Big Mom and Zeus. Nami just that's all she did. But she still deserves credit for at least doing something. Being active in the story, not a passenger in the story. Ironically. Yeah. Nami's had some good moments, some really good moments. So I don't want to undermine what she's done, but and if Robin didn't have a fight this arc, she would also be like on my watch list of like, you're fucking up, my girl. I love you, but she had that fight, and the Demonio Fluor was goated, so she gets a little reprieve for now. But that's my ranking, man. Post time skip, there's been some real duds on the Straw Hats. Chopper, I understand because marketing. Right? You want to sell your Chopper toys. That's why they had fucking, they made him cuter. I get it. All right. It is what it is. Usopp, there's no excuse. There's absolutely no fucking excuse. And if you tell me, guys, it's about what's happening in Elbaf, it's all about Elbaf. Too late, bro. I don't care. You don't go from Fishman Island to what happened in Punk Hazard to what's happened in Dressrosa, Zoe, and fucking Whole Cake and Wano without giving us nothing. And then be like, oh, just wait until... No, fuck you. We've had like 6 arcs. 6 arcs, man. No. Alright. Rant over. Which is a shame because at one point in time, like Usopp was in my top 5 favorite Straw Hats, and Frankie too. Frankie's fallen off for me too, but that's a different story. When One Piece is over, while I do a top 100 strongest list, top 100, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. I have trouble with my top 30 lists every year, let alone top 100. Maybe I'll do top 50. A top 100's too much, man. You're getting too deep in the brush there when you go top 50. Yeah. Top 50, nah. Yeah, the thing about Frankie, why he's not like as bad as a Chopper or an Usopp, is like, you know, he's had like cool moments. Like he has his inventions that he pulls out, like the tank, or the Rhino motorcycle. You know, and he has like General Frankie, which does some work. So like, there's moments where he does things. It's just like most of the time he's beating up on fodder, or scrubs, and then when he does have a one-on-one fight, it's pretty forgettable. His fight, you know, this arc in Wano was pretty mediocre, to be honest. So, it is what it is. But Brook got the fucking poneglyph rubbing underneath a fucking Yonko's nose, dude. Like, that alone has earned him slander protection for years. Like, what he did in Whole Cake was so clutch, dude. So fucking clutch. I can't put into words. Like, calling mom, like, young lady, or Big Mom young lady, talking his shit, going toe-to-toe with Big Mom, bro, breaking the picture. Thank you, breaking the picture, bro. He was the MVP. He cut fucking, remember, he speed blitzed Big Mom and cut Zeus underneath Big Mom. You forget about that, right? He fucking, when Big Mom was chasing the Sunny, he went, fucking, yeah, dude. Got Big Mom, or not got Big Mom, but got Zeus and sent Big Mom flying because of that. So, like Brook earned some, like, legitimate cred from doing that. Nobody of those three, of Frankie, Usopp, or Chopper, has done anything even close to as impressive as that. Like, everyone's probably going to say, oh, Frankie ran over Big Mom's face. It was a gag moment, and it didn't hurt her at all. So, I'm not going to put too much stock into that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know we need a good fight. That's one thing that he's missing, is a good one-on-one. But he's a perfect support character. Like, the thing is, like, the other characters that are supposed to be support characters are not, like, being supporting enough. Chopper's not supporting enough, Frankie's not supporting enough, and definitely Usopp's not supporting enough. And there's Brook, you know, helping Robin out during her fight, playing support in that role, making her shine, you know, doing all the dirty work, man. You know, he's the Aaron Gordon of the Straw Hat Pirates, man. He might not have the flashiest game, but he's gonna cut to the rim. He's gonna play defense. He's gonna hustle. You know, that's what he does. And we can appreciate that kind of role player on the Straw Hats. Chopper, he's just there. He's like the guy who hands out water bottles on the sidelines. And Frankie's like, I don't even know what Frankie is. He's like an athletic trainer. Like, that's what, to use sports analogies. You know, I mean, I don't know. Okay, Zoro, but do you really think that we're going to get... what do you think we're going to get from Usopp on Elbaf? If we don't get Usopp prominent in Elbaf, then it is a fat fucking L. Absolute travesty of epic proportions. If Usopp doesn't shine like a diamond, I'm talking about shine, because he needs to shine. If people are going to say, wait till Elbaf, I want to see some Sanji level whole cake hype for Usopp and like his connection to Dorian Bragi and that. Okay? Because people were saying the same shit about Frankie and this arc right now that we're on with Vegapunk. People were saying, "Oh man, this is gonna be Frankie's arc." Remember, don't think I forgot, motherfuckers. I got a steel trap up here. I remember these things. Don't you remember? You remember this, guys? I'm not making this shit up. This is documented. People were saying, "Oh, so this is Frankie's arc. He's gonna like work with Vegapunk to create the craziest upgrades for himself. He's gonna upgrade. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that." Bro has been non-existent in an arc where this is the guy that he copied his blueprints and modeled his game after. The year of Frankie. I was told this was the year of Frankie. The year of fucking Frankie, people said. And I know there's still time left in Egghead, but Frankie ain't the motherfucking focus. Not by a long shot, dude. And if we get the same thing with Usopp on Elbaf, then all is lost, I'm afraid. At that point, pack in your bags. I'm turning in my Usopp fandom card, and we're calling it a day. We're calling it a day. I'm afraid that's just the way it's got to be. You know what I'm saying, guys? At that point, if can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah, it better deliver. Assuming we even get an Elbaf arc, which I'm going to assume we are, but we may not. I don't know what Oda's doing. It is the year of Emu, yes sir. Oda's focusing on bigger and better things than the other Straw Hats. It is what it is. Like, as a fan of the manga, do you want Oda to focus time on Frankie, or do you want Oda to focus time on Crocodile, Doflamingo, on what's going on with Buggy and Mihawk and Shanks and Garp and Aokiji and like, obviously what's going on there is much more interesting than what's going on with Frankie. As much as I like Frankie, it's just not comparable. It's unfair to him because he's a side character. He's not as interesting as the other characters. So Oda's clearly focused on what's gonna really get people excited rather than Chopper and Frankie. That's not an excuse, though. By the way, he should have been doing this before we've gotten to this point. I think Dofi will get out of prison. I really do. Putting over Nami says something I 100% agree with. I hope Oda actually takes a rest and heals properly instead of side projects like some other authors. He's got a month. I think there's probably going to be a busy schedule regardless because I'm sure that there's going to be some live action stuff he's got to get in talks with because that trailer is going to drop soon. The One Piece live action. It's going to be out soon, guys. And that's going to be exciting. Hopefully, like during this month, the trailer drops. I'm assuming it will. So you will see my reaction to that when it comes. I'm so torn on it because for the live action, I wanted so bad to do well. I wanted to succeed so bad. I really do. I really wanted to succeed. I really wanted to succeed. Like, really wanted to succeed. But it seems like they're going through the entirety of the East Blue Saga. How many volumes is that? That's like what, 11, 12, 13, 14 volumes? I don't even know how many volumes. That's a lot of volumes. And they're going through that entire East Blue Saga. You're getting Buggy. You're getting fucking Captain Kuro. You're getting Don Krieg. You're getting fucking Mihawk and Zoro. You're getting what's happening with Arlong. You're getting Crocodile in one season. And that concerns me greatly. 8 episodes. Are they doing one arc an episode? Because you got Orange Town, then you got fucking Kuro, which that arc is so bad. They should have just abandoned Kuro. Like, legitimately. Kuro's good, but that entire arc is forgettable and the worst arc in One Piece. They should have just skipped Kuro, went right to Baratie. That would have been the... I mean, obviously you have to pick up Usopp along the way, but they could have did it. They should have just skipped it. Should have just skipped it. That's what I'm saying, dude. 8 episodes for all of that. All of that, dude. It's just not gonna... I mean, the pace that they're gonna have to go through... They should have skipped. They really should have skipped that fucking that arc. Is so. The only things that I like from that arc are Kaya, Usopp, and Kuro. Everyone else can go fuck off, especially those Nyaban brothers who they casted. They casted. I saw that they casted the Nyaban brothers in live action. There is 0% chance, guys. 0% chance that will be good. There is a 0% chance anything involving the Nyaban brothers will not be cringeworthy. Let alone good. I'm not even talking about good. We know it won't be good. Cringeworthy. Ugh. Like, how do you go through the entire, like, plot about Kuro, you know, planning to take over Kaya's family's wealth? How do you get through that whole, like, interesting intrigue and then 8 episodes? 8? Unless they're 2 episodes. Oh, you like my Smash shirt? Yes, sir. Unless they're 2-hour episodes. In a fucking way. That's the thing. I wanted to succeed. I really wanted to succeed. They didn't have to put the entire East Blue Saga in one season, man. You didn't have to do it. You didn't. You could have finished legitimately. You could have finished Baratie as the season finale. I would have been fine with that. Baratie season finale. Even Arlong. Alright, Arlong season finale. Even that would be stretching it. But at least... Like, Alabasta by itself could be 8 episodes, dude. Alabasta alone could be 8 episodes. And they're gonna fit the entire saga of Alabasta. You got Ace, you got fucking Smoker, you got all this shit. Oh, I even forgot about Smoker, bro. Oh my god, like Lowtown, bro. It's just, yeah, fucking Lowtown. The execution platform with happening Dragon, dude. Like, what? Like, they got all fit all that in 8 episodes? I can't see it working. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It should have been 8 episodes, should have been 16 episodes to do what they're covering now. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it's not Cowboy Bebop levels. I feel betrayed on a spiritual level with the Cowboy Bebop live action. It's my favorite anime of all time. See it right there, my boy Spike Spiegel, and they really did me dirty. So hopefully this is better. Hopefully it's even better. Brez, how many episodes? Considering, like, assuming that they finish after Alabasta, what episode was the last episode of Alabasta? Can someone tell me, please, in the chat? How many episodes was it when we finished Alabasta? I just want to do a thought experiment here. If someone can help me out with that information, I'd appreciate it. I really do. I don't want to go ahead and say it's going to be trash. I just like when shows can take their time and pace themselves and don't rush through. And I don't see how they can't do that with the way that they're doing. Like 200 plus, I don't honestly remember. 131, I'm getting conflicting reports. Let's say it's 131. Let's pull up the old calculator, ladies and gentlemen. So you say, oh, it's okay, it's going to be 8 hours. Okay, 131 episodes at about 20, we'll say 20 minutes. I think that's fair. It really should be 25 minutes of content, but we'll say 20 minutes to play it on the lowball side. So 131 episodes at 20 minutes an episode. That's 2,620. Wait, is that the right math I'm doing? I'm not a mathematician. But That's 2,620 minutes. Divide that by. Okay, that's 43 hours if my math is correct. That's 43 hours. I did 2,620 divided by 60, and that's 43 hours. 2,620 being the number of minutes for every episode combined. You know what I mean. So if it's 43 hours of content, and the show is only giving you 8 hours, and they're trying to fit all 43 hours of content into 8 hours, you still think that's okay? That's what I'm talking about. Like, if they did 16 and then they can like cut the content in half, it's even worse than it wouldn't even be half. It'd be less than half. But that would be doable. But you're cutting the content 43 hours instead of 8. That's like five times longer of the content. It's absurd. It's divided by 8. Yeah, it's 5.4. So for every one episode of the live action, they're essentially covering 5 anime episodes. I'm doing the maths, baby. We're live and uncut here, baby. We bring the statistics. We bring the statistics, baby. So they get to cover over 5 episodes in one episode. Not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that it's going to be very difficult to pull off. And I'm skeptical. That doesn't mean that I'm hoping for it to fail. I really want it to not fail. I want it to be good. At the very least, be okay. If it's okay, I can live with okay. Oh, I can live with okay. That's fine. Give me mid. I don't mind. As long as they capture the spirit and they're able to do it, I'll be fine. We'll see. I don't know if they can do it, but we'll see. Budget $150 million and they only 8 episodes. I don't know. I don't know enough about movie budgets or TV show budgets to make a comment on that. I really don't. I just feel like that's a massive mistake. 12 episodes would have been fine. I think 16 would have been ideal. But 20 potentially, even 20 would have been like, okay. 20 episodes? Yeah. 20 episodes to cover everything from East Blue all the way to Alabasta. They got to cover, dude, Luffy's flashback, Zoro's flashback, Usopp and his flashback, Usopp's arc, the Buggy arc. You have to cover. Maybe they're even going to do Gaimon, which they shouldn't fucking do. But knowing them, they might do fucking Gaimon for all we know. They might do Gaimon bullshit. If they do the Gaimon bullshit, then we go into the Baratie. They got to cover Sanji's backstory. They got to do all of that with Zeph. The fight with fucking with Zoro and Mihawk, like, and we're just getting started. And that's just, and that's episode 2, episode 3. Bro, if they call him Zolo, then I'm turning that shit off immediately. Yeah, I don't know. And I really am curious if they're going to go like the anime route or the manga route, because if I'm not mistaken, the manga went from a different route than the anime did. The manga started off chapter 1 with Luffy's backstory, and then, but in the anime, the first episode was with Alvida. And there's the Alvida stuff too. Are we going to do Alvida and Kobe? Are we going to get Kobe? I don't know. Are they going to even set up Kobe? Probably. That's another bit of time they got to use on fucking Alvida of all people. Is that like the first 5 minutes of the movie is fucking Luffy fighting, jumping out of the barrel and beating the shit out of Alvida, saving Kobe, rescuing Zoro? Sanji Lollipop. No, stop. But the anime started with Alvida and Kobe. It didn't start with the Shanks flashback, which is a big difference. So I'm curious if we're going to do the anime or the manga in terms of where they start. That could be interesting. Yeah, they'll call him Zoro. All the marketing, they're calling him Zoro. A lot of the actors are calling him Zoro, so it's going to be Zoro. I'm telling you that they should have cut Alvida. Like, just, I mean, but the Kobe's kind of important, so I don't know how they include Kobe. Maybe you can ignore Kobe. Honestly, you could literally just ignore Kobe. You really could. They could have cut Alvida, the series, saving Zoro and Captain Morgan. Cut Usopp's arc significantly. I don't even think you need Kuro. Like, you can have a story, like a small story about Usopp, the fact that he's a liar and his connection with Kaya, and you can do that without like all the whole stuff with Kaya's inheritance and all that stuff. You could cut that. Gaimon you should absolutely cut. No way you should have Gaimon. Pearl, get rid of Pearl. Gin you can keep. I think Gin is important enough to keep him. All the Arlong stuff needs to stay. Like, all of it's relevant. You need to keep that. Then after Arlong, we have the stuff at the whale with Laboon, going into the Grand Line. Logtown first. You gotta do Logtown, the execution platform, Buggy's return. You got all that, and then you got fucking Grand Line, making your way up the reverse mountain, and then fighting Laboon, and then, Laboon, I'm gonna paint the Straw Hat, Jolly Roger on your face. Like, yo, what's good? What's good? Dream? Is that Dream? Hold on. I can't see the comments perfectly. Yo, what's up, Dream? What's good, man? Bro, do you know how much content they have to cover? It's crazy, dude. You can't cut Smoker. You cannot cut Smoker. You cannot cut, maybe you can cut Tashigi, I don't know. Cho, bro. Yo, Cho, they gotta cut that. I mean, I love Cho. You can't cut that, but with 8 episodes, what are you gonna do? You gonna keep Cho around? Nah. Whoop Slap, bro? My boy Whoop Slap? I don't know, bro. Can't cut Whoop Slap. I agree. You can't cut that man Whoop Slap. He too fire. Where are the cuts happening, guys? Because I'm not seeing them. Early One Piece, I could see them, but then again, they're casting for the Nyaban brothers. They casted for Kuro. They casted for a lot of these side characters that really shouldn't be involved in the story. Are they gonna have motherfucking, like, what's that dude's name? The guy that Sanji beefed with in Baratie, Captain Fullbody. You're gonna have that guy. With the girl that he brought to, show off his wine skills. Oh, this is a 1932 rosé. I know this because Sonny's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's not a rosé, dumb motherfucker. You gotta have Gin. Gin is awesome, and like the whole thing it ties into Sanji's story about him wanting to feed people because of his own past of starvation. That yeah, unless you cut Gin out completely and just have no, you gotta have Gin. You gotta have Gin, bro. You gotta have Gin. Gotta have Gin. Legend of Gin should still live on, for sure. Yeah. Because, like, you could have Don Krieg be the one to show up, like, starving, and Sanji feeds him, and that leads to the Krieg pirates fighting against the Baratier chefs, right? You could do that, but I think Gin was very important, and the connection with Sanji. But then again, 8 episodes. Maybe he's the one that gets cut, bro. They should have. Pearl, fuck Pearl. Pearl sucks, dude. That man should not exist. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. All right, him fine. Get rid of Pearl. You should have got rid of the Nyaban brothers and the fucking kids in Usopp's village and all that shit too. But they hired for those actors, so I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Man. If this movie has the pacing of... Hold on. All right, let's do it. If this movie has the pacing of fucking Film Red, I'm gonna be decimated. Or this live action has the pacing of Film Red. I'm gonna be so disappointed. You talking about Chu? The Gyojin that Usopp fighting? Who you talking about? Chu? Gyojin? What the hell's Gyojin? I don't know what that means. Are you talking about Chu from Arlong's crew? Yeah, you can. I mean, you could technically cut that out, but that's an important moment for Usopp. Even though Chu is a punk, he was a nobody. Like, that was Usopp's first fight and his first moment to show off. Like, you can't have the walk to Arlong Park and Usopp, like, showing his badassery and then not having a fight for Usopp. You know, that the whole point of like the walk to Arlong Park was everyone was there to contribute, and pull their big boy pants up and say, I'm here to throw down, right? You gotta have it. Bro, you ain't cutting me, Hawk. Get the fuck out of here. I will slander the fucking Nyaban brothers till my voice dies, which it's about to. So I cannot. I've said this story before, but if you're new to my channel or don't know this story, there's only been one time in all of One Piece as a reader or a watcher. This is when I was watching. I watched before I read the manga. There's only one time in all of One Piece where I considered dropping it. The only time. And that was the fucking Nyaban brothers. Their design. Their fucking design. Oh, and Django? You gonna have fucking Django? 1, 2, Django. Emma, Jamona. You're gonna fucking have Django fucking every... Like, you're gonna dedicate time to fucking Django, dude? Really? Jamona. Hey, you gonna do that? Fucking 1, 2 Django? Nah, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see it. I'm telling you, I almost dropped One Piece. That was like, I was this close. If it wasn't for Baratier saving the day. If it wasn't for Baratier saving the fucking day, I might be somewhere else. I might be a fucking... I don't know. I don't know where I'd be right now in my life. Please don't clip that. My shitty dance moves. I can't do the moonwalk. I'm afraid. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry, man. Oh my god. Motherfucking Michael Jackson. Oh my god. I'm dying, bro. I'm dying. I don't know what I'm talking about now. It's 1:45. I've been streaming for over an hour and 40 minutes. This is supposed to be a One Piece reaction. I hope you enjoyed the reaction to my chapter to chapter 1086. It was a good chapter, man. Really fucking good chapter. As Oda has been giving us recently. Has recent Berserk been good? I'm very torn on that question. Yes and mostly no. I will say the first, maybe 5 or 6 chapters after Miura's death that got released were not good. Not good at all. They've gotten better, though. Last couple of chapters, I've been more invested. I've definitely been more invested. For sure. So yes and no. That's my answer. Lately, yes, they've been good. All together, not really, because some chapters are really bad. So, yeah. It's been an honor watching you for 10 years. I'll see you in the next stream or later. I started watching you so long ago. Thank you for aging me, Ethan. Thank you for making me feel old. But thank you for more importantly, thank you for supporting the channel and being around for and hanging out with me for such a long time, man. It means a lot. It means a lot, dude. But then again, you make me feel old, so I kind of feel sad about it. But thank you. I'm here till One Piece is over, baby. I don't know after that what happens. I don't know what happens after the One Piece manga ends, but I'm here till then at the very least. I'm not caught up on Kingdom. I'm afraid I'm not caught up on Kingdom. Old man, I'm old as shit, bro. I'm telling you, I fucked up my back today. I'm in pain right now. I had to put a heat patch on my back. I was fucking at work and I went to go get something on the shelf and I went, oh, motherfucker. God damn, my back. Bro, I fucked my back up today and I never get hurt. I can go and run 5 miles. Well, I'll probably pass out from exhaustion because I'm not in good shape. But I don't get hurt. I don't get little nagging injuries or things like that. So I was doing the most minuscule, like unassuming, like physical labor, and I fucking twisted, and my back has been fucked up all day. It's like, damn, I'm getting old, bro. I know what LeBron feels like. I'm kidding, I'm joking, bro. Oh, me and Cole, are old, bro. Cole will not admit this, but he's been doing YouTube longer than even I have. Which is saying something. I've been doing it for fucking a decade now. Whew, it pains me to say it. But Cole's been doing it even longer than I have, so a motherfucker's old too. He won't admit it, but he's old. He's old too. We're getting major One Piece world building, and the Nuggets are winning. Crazy year so far. I said on stream a couple weeks ago, Nuggets in 5, baby. And I don't have any horse in the race. I live in Florida. I'm a Knicks fan, though, so I don't really care if the Nuggets win. I don't care if the Heat win, man. But just the way I see it, the Nuggets are a better team. And I'd be surprised if they drop 2 or 3 games. I think it's going to be either a 5 or 6. Is there a possibility for a reverie during this month break? Well, I'm in the Reverie chat with a lot of the other YouTubers. I am a Jets fan, yeah. I am a Jets fan. I support all the New York teams that suck. So the Knicks, the Rangers, the Jets, and the Mets. So I have had a very unsuccessful and painful childhood of sports failures my entire life. So flood the hatred and the laughters and the emojis at me right now. I know it's coming. Get it off. Oh, you support the fucking Mets, huh? Oh, you like the goddamn fucking Knicks? They're trash. I get it. Like, I understand. Do it. I'm used to it. But it's not about being underdogs, right? I don't understand people in general, and this could be true for sports fans or fans of manga characters, right? I don't understand people, especially in sports, that hop around from team to team. I don't get it. I never understood that. Maybe I'm just a loyal person. I have like favorite players or whatever in different sports, but I don't stop liking the team that I like just to support a player as opposed to supporting my team. I chose my team as a youngster, and I'm sticking with that team through thick or thin, so that when they do eventually win, it feels good because you stuck it out. How could you feel good about a team that you jumped on a bandwagon winning when you jumped on a fucking bandwagon? You know what I mean? As opposed to supporting them when they were at their lowest. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I've always been like, this is my team's. If they do well, they do well. If they don't do well, then we'll try again next year. I'm not too mad about it. And same for Zoro, man. Once I chose my Zoro as my guy, I never backed down. I never went anywhere else, bro. Team Zoro, it is what it is. I've never stopped. I never doubted, never questioned my boy my entire life. No, you are right. I like the soccer team after they won a championship in like 1997. They went on to not winning anything for like 20 years. But the thing is, like, once your team actually, like, when your teams have sucked as bad as mine have over the years, and I've had terrible luck choosing my teams, once they actually, like, get, like, when the Rangers got to the finals, Stanley Cup finals, bro, I was so hyped. Like, the level, like, you have to understand, my family's from Argentina. My dad is from Argentina. Literally, he came here when he was 16 years old. He grew up in Mendoza. And, I've been to, I think it was like the North American, I forgot what it was called, the Copa America. When I went a couple years ago to Copa America semifinals with Chile versus against Argentina. I was actually at the game and saw them lose firsthand. But actually being like, supporting teams or supporting, like an international team like the Argentina, and then having that moment where they won the World Cup and celebrating it with my family was one of the most unbelievable experiences ever. So sticking through it's a life lesson, right? More than just a sports lesson. Like you stick through the hard times so that when you do taste that victory, it's all the sweeter, baby. It's all the sweeter. I want you to understand, Hashmalek, that I'm a fraud Argentinian descendant. I don't speak Spanish. I understand Spanish when it's spoken to me to a certain extent, but I don't speak it. I'm a fraud. I'm an American. I'm a very American. I barely speak English, so I apologize. So I wish I could answer your question. Let me see if I could possibly translate what you tried to say. Your Spanish is bueno or to pod or your dad. I don't know what I don't know what that means. I think you're trying to say, is my Spanish good or I didn't learn from my dad or something. Basically, no, I didn't. I didn't learn from my dad. My Spanish is not good. Yeah, I'm Americanized. I apologize, bro. Skull. I know. I know. I know I'm getting scolded. I deserve it. But now, the funny thing is, speaking of Messi, Messi's coming here to South Florida, and the stadium really isn't far from where I live. I can go see him in person. That's actually kind of wild now that I think about it. The thing about it, Kakarot, is Messi's not actually coming to Miami. Like, the team is called the Miami something, I forget. But the team plays in Fort Lauderdale, which is closer to where I live. So that's actually hilarious. No, I saw pictures of NYC. I have family that live in New York City. I'm originally from New York myself. I'm from Brooklyn. So it's crazy. Like my family are like, they can't go outside. The air is terrible. So it's really unbelievable, these fires and what they've done. Hope everyone out there is being safe if you're from the New York area. But on that note, guys, my voice is dying. I'm trying my best to stay alive, but... Oh, that's funny, Hashmalek. That's actually funny. But yeah, my voice is dying. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I don't know why I decided this stream was going to be 2 hours. Mainly because, we're going to be off for a month, so I thought I'd give you guys a little content before next week we get into some other stuff. So I really appreciate everyone pulling up to the streams. Everyone supporting the streams. We got a lot of likes on the video, so I really do appreciate everyone, showing out for your boy, man. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We're going to be doing something next week, so, around the same time, either Wednesday or maybe Friday night. So if you guys want to watch that, then definitely I'll post on my Twitter. You guys should follow, by the way. Updates on what I'm doing, what I'm planning. So I'm not going to be gone for the month. I'll be around. Don't worry about that. I'll catch you guys next time. So thank you for pulling up. Have a wonderful evening. I'm tired. Have a good night. My back